video we're going to be crashing into him.
Hello everybody, we are back at Teamsport Acton for 2 sessions, 1 qualifying and 1 race session with 12 fast drivers. So hopefully we can come out on top. Let's see. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, all that, and yes, let's get into the video. So this session is my qualifying session. So what I intend to do is try and get the fastest lap so I can start at the front. So I'm warming up my tyres and I'm basically drifting because I'm trying to heat up the core temperature of the tyres so that I will have more grip and I'll be faster on track. So as it's still yellow lights, I can just do all that and no one can overtake me. So as I'm coming up this ramp, I slow down a lot because I want to bunch everyone up. I was assuming it would go green here, but not everyone was out the pit lane yet, so I went really slow and let these guys pass. I don't think the person behind me wanted to, and I actually thought about this when I looked over the content, that I should have just gone, but it's alright because it goes green and we're underway. So this driver ahead of me leaves the door open, so I absolutely go for it, and I stay behind this driver for a slipstream. But as I'm turning, this driver who I just overtaken uses his boost button and it goes to red to just overtake me back, and then when it's red he gets a little nip over that person in front of him. So now I'm trying to overtake him here. So he didn't really turn his car and I almost was just trying to turn, but I bumped the back of it by mistake and thankfully we outbrake him here, but he bumps me. I think he wanted to get the place back, but I wasn't too sure why because it was qualifying. So in qualifying it doesn't matter which place you come or if you get overtaken, it's about the fastest lap. So in this session I was really focusing on my lap time. Thankfully though, there was literally no one in front of me for the whole session, so I was just driving in clean air and into the horizon. Unfortunately there was one cadet, but he was actually pretty good and he got out of the way for me, so that was a really good session. So I'll fast forward to my fastest lap. So going on to my final lap, this is lap 33, so my tyres are extremely hot and I have good core temperature. So I do a thing called human DRS where I put my head down and it just shaves those fractions of a second on the straight, and I've absolutely perfected these previous corners, and here I lean back because that's where the brakes are in the kart, and this time is a 23.06, so I win the session by 0.03 seconds, which is actually unbelievable and has never been this close. So for the race I start first. So I thought I was in the same kart, but unfortunately they changed my kart to the person who got last place, which is absolutely amazing. This kart during the whole session was losing power going up the ramps and it wasn't fun at all, but you know, we still had to try. So as we're coming out the pit lane, we really want to heat up these tyres and we want to hold everyone up going down the ramp, as our tyres will be losing temperature when we line up at the grid. So here I absolutely drift here and I nearly lose it, but it's all good because we're still just heating up our tyres because it's so important, especially for the start. And as we're going down this ramp, there's a cadet driver ahead of me who starts in front because he has the slower car. So as I'm going here, I literally drift the cars again just to generate heat, and here I'm literally stop the car just to wind everyone up so I'm not waiting at the start for them. And this is just a strategy which is used in Formula 1 where the driver in first place slows everyone down just so they can keep more temperature, more heat in the cars when they're literally sitting down, because when the cars are not moving they lose temperature. So as we line up, we are second place. This driver here tells me he's gonna turn into the inside, so I was gonna go to the outside, but my car has much more power as that's a cadet driver. So the instructor actually came on the track and he's actually the fastest person with the fastest lap on this course. His channel is GWI Racing and he is pretty quick, to be honest. So he said if he comes first he gives us no medals, and if we come first then we get medals. So I had to try because he was absolutely blasting through everyone. But yeah, here we go. So this person explains the rules.
Unless a yellow checker. If there's a minor accident, penalty point. Major accident, go straight to red. Any questions? Is everyone on speed 3? Start and go, not 1, not 2, not 3.
So it's red lights now, and we are underway. So as I thought, I had more power and I'm up into the lead. So it's a great start by me, and the car was feeling pretty good. And here I just tried to calm down because I've actually never been in a race before, because I've actually just done qualifying sessions. So this was actually probably one of my first times I've actually done a race, but it ended up being pretty good. I learnt a lot and I know I need to improve. So as I'm coming up this ramp, I get a good exit and I'm actually gapping the people behind me. So I just want to get a little cushion gap, so if I make a mistake I'll still be in the lead. But as I'm coming down this ramp, I accidentally hit someone into the barriers and someone comes on my inside. So I lose a position, but I try and go back for it. And I was about to send it down inside, but unfortunately I was a bit too far back and I back out of it. So as I'm following him through the exit, I try and get a good exit, which I do, and I see him lose a bit of traction here, but I think he uses his boost button here and he gets away from me. So as I go and just follow his line, I'm not gaining on him at all. And to make matters worse, he was using my old car, which got me first. So this car was literally selling, and then there was someone on my outside, which I thankfully defend, but he's already about 2 seconds down. So now I have to try and claw back the time I lost, but he's miles away from me now and I don't see me catching up anytime soon. So now I want to focus on defending and keep to my second place, because I know I won't be able to gain that time back as my car is just too weak. I was actually losing a lot of time and I unfortunately hit the barrier, and this driver beats me and gets ahead of me. I try and follow his line, but I go a bit deep and I lose a lot of time. I'm pretty sure I hit the front of his car and that's what made me lose time on the straight. So I lost my boost button there too because I didn't press it. So he was like yards ahead of me. So I was just trying to yield back the time I lost, but it was a bit too far, and now I actually had to worry that I wasn't going to be on the podium because I could see in the corner of my eye that the driver in fourth was so slowly catching me. So there was definitely something wrong with this car. I wasn't too sure what, but it was actually letting me down a lot, which is really unfortunate. I was having lots of power losses too. Going up the ramp, down the ramp was alright, but on the straights it just didn't have a lot of top speed. So now I was literally hoping that my car would just make it to the end so I could get onto the podium. Thankfully though, the session ends and I end up coming third place, which I'm really impressed with for my first race. Although my car wasn't that good, I was managed to hold on, so it was actually a great session, had lots of fun, and I hope you guys had a lot of fun too watching my videos. So make sure to drop a like and subscribe, as I really want to get more subscribers, more views, more people to come to Teamsport Acton to race against. But yeah, have a good day wherever you are, and see you next time.